Hello, hello, happy Friday. Oh no, today's Thursday. Happy Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. All right. So today, chapter review for chapter 13. There's 19 questions in here, but depending on how long it takes, I've picked out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 problems to do with you. And then I'll share all the answers with you in a Google Classroom. We're going to work through these 6 problems, and depending on how long that takes, I don't want this to be super long video. We better get to work right now, okay? Just go, whatever we don't do, you do by yourself, and then check the answers, okay? For numbers 1A through 1E, select yes or no to indicate if a rectangle with the given dimensions would have a perimeter of 50 inches. We are on page 749. Get to page 749 right now. Hurry up. I'm waiting. Page 749. You there yet? Okay, here we go. Page 749. 1. So this thing, I don't know. I'm just going to draw a regular shape. It's a square, I know, but all the way around has to be 50 inches. It has to be, the perimeter has to equal 50. It has to. That's what it says. So let's see if this works. A length of 25, so let's say the length is 25 and the width is 2 inches. So it's about 25 plus 25, what is that? That is 50, and we got 2 sides of 2. So does that one work? Nope, that one does not work. Okay, let's go for another one. This one is a length of 20 inches and 5 inches. So we know this is 20 and this is 5. So let's add everything. 20 times 2 is 40. Plus 5 times 2 is 10. Does that one work? Yes, that one does work. I want you to be drawing these pictures. So have a piece of paper out, drawing these pictures with me. And pause it. Draw the picture before I draw it and get your answer, and then check your answer. Okay, so pause it. Actually, so we got 17 and 8. So we got 17 and 8. Okay, draw your picture, solve it, pause it. Okay, let's go back and solve it together now. So we got 17 times 2. What is 17 times 2? That is 34. What is 8 plus 8? That is 16. What is 34 plus 16? You got 10. Ooh, does that one work? Yes, that one works also. Okay, next one. We got a 15 and a 5. 15 and a 5. Draw the picture, pause. Okay, here we go. 15 and 5. So 15 and 15 is 30, plus 5 and 5 is 10. That one does not work. That one's only 40. Okay, hurry and do number 1E. Pause. Did you pause yet? Did it work? It does work, huh? Because 15 and 15 is 30, and then 10 and 10 is 20. So 30 and 20 is 10. Yes, you're good. Okay, so let's move on to number 2. Number 2 has a couple parts in it. So part A, it says, what is the area of the pool? Let's just start with pool. We're going to write pool. The area of the pool is, let's look, base times height. So 20 times 16. Let's figure out what 20 times 16 is. 20 times 16 is, what's 16 times 2? Oh, you don't know. 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times 2 is 12. Add your 0 because we're now in the tens place. 1 times 0, 1 times 2 is 2. Add those together, you get 320. 320. We know that the area of the pool is 320. Okay. Now it asks for the pool and the walkway. So we want the whole thing, not just the walkway, because the walkway is everything that is gray. Okay, we got to do this first. So just find the whole thing. So the whole thing, WH is whole thing. Maybe we should write walkway and pool. So walkway and the pool is going to be 26 times 22. Okay. 26 times 22, and 2 times 6 is 12, 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. Guess what? 2 times 26 is going to be the same thing, so we're just going to write down 52. Add that together, you get 2, 7. So the area, so sorry, this is meters squared. The whole thing is 572 meters squared. 572 meters squared. All right, so now let's go to part B. How many square meters of tile will Marco need for the walkway? Explain how you found your answer. So we're looking now just for the walkway. Well, how do we find just the walkway? Did you say that? Did you say it? Did you say everything, the pool and the walkway, which is 572, minus, we're going to get rid of the pool, which is 320. 2 minus 0 is 2. 7 minus 2 is 5. 5 minus 3 is 2. So you got 252 square meters. So that's your answer for meters squared, squared meters. Okay, that's number 2. B. 2B. Okay, the next one I wanted to work on is 6. So let's jump over to 6. So let's just talk about number 3 really quick. All you're doing is perimeter or area. Sorry, it's right there. So this is an area, so it's got to be width times length. Remember, base times height. Width times length, I mean, this is the exact same thing. It's the same thing. Base times height, width times length, same thing. But for perimeter, remember, you got to do all the sides added up. You could go 2 times width plus 2 times the length. Or you can do width plus length plus length. Either way. Just match those up. Number 4, the base is half as long as the height. Look, so the height is right here. The height is this. And the base is half of that. You saw that. Number 5, it's going to make you think. You got to use these numbers. These are the numbers that you use in here. Okay? So I want you to think and try and solve that yourself. 6 is the one that we're doing. Gary, good job. A rectangle with a perimeter of 20 inches. So we're going to draw this rectangle, and the perimeter equals 20. Then he tried to draw a square with a perimeter of 20. So now we also have a square. Whoops, that's going off. Let's move this guy over a little bit. So now we have a square, and it has a perimeter of 20 as well. Draw 3 different rectangles that Gary could have drawn. Then draw the square if possible. We got to draw this rectangle 3 different ways. So we're just going to, which one do you want to start with? Well, this one's easy. 20 divided by 4. Why 4? There's 4 sides. What is it? 5, 5, 5, and 5. So the square has an area. I'm going to draw it. The square has an area. I don't want the area. The sides of the square are 5 inches each. Each side is 5 inches. All right, how about the rectangle? You just start picking numbers. You just start picking numbers. If I did 10 here and 10 here, would that work? No, because that's 20 already. It doesn't work. So, all right, let's pick 9. 9 and 9. What's 9 plus 9? 9 plus 9. Let's go. 9 plus 9 is 18. How many more do I need to get to 18? I mean 20. I need 2 more. Can I divide that into 2 parts? I can. I could have a 9, 9. So look at this. I could have a side with 9, 9, 1, and 1. Those would be my sides. Okay? That's one way. All right, let's find another way. Well, let's just randomly pick another number. Let's pick 8. 8, if that one's 8, and then this one's 8, what is 8 plus 8? 8 plus 8 is 16. So if I got to get to 20 and I subtract that, what is that? That's 4. If I take 4, can I divide that into 2 parts? I can. What's on each side? We got 2 over here and 2 over here. So we got another side, which is an 8 and an 8 and a 1 and a 1. Okay, I'll tell you what. There's one more way to do this. You find it. You find what the other way to do this is. So just pick another number. Throw 7 in, and then throw 6, and then throw 5 in. Okay? You got that. You can solve the other way. Next one, let's go to number 7. Number 7. Okay. Amy and Bart are drawing plans for rectangular vegetable gardens, and Amy's plan the garden is 13 feet by 10 feet. Bart's plan the garden is 12 feet by 12 feet. Select true or false. So we got to do Amy's. Let's do Amy's. Hers is kind of like a rectangle, so we're going to go 13 by 10. So hers is 13 by 10. And then for Bart, he's got like a square. And his is 12 by 12. So his is a 12 by 12. Okay. The area of Amy's garden is 130. Well, we got to find out the area. So the area is base times height. You go 13 times 10. Does that give you 130? The area equals, yes, it does. So that one's true. If you wanted to just solve everything, you could just solve everything right now. What's the perimeter? 13 times 2 is 26, plus what's 10 times 2 is 20. Add that up and you get 46. Let's find out for Bart. The area equals base times height, which is 144, and the perimeter, 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12, you got 24, you got 48. The perimeter is 48. The area of Bart's garden is 48. The area of Bart. That is false, because the area is 144. The perimeter is 48. 7C. Amy's garden has a greater area than Bart's garden. Is the area bigger here in Amy's or in Bart's? Bart has 144. So Amy has a greater area. That is false as well. 7D, the area of Bart's garden is 14 square feet greater than Amy's. The area. So Bart has 144, and it's saying it's greater than 130. Is that 14 feet greater? 4 minus 0 is 4. 4 minus 1 is, 4 minus 3 is 1. 14 feet, that is true. Okay, so that's how you solve that. You got to draw both of them. Okay, let's jump to 9. I think 9 is a fun one. You guys love these, don't you? Oh, that's 11. 9's back on the previous page down at the bottom. Number 9. Harvey bought a frame in which he put a family picture. What is the area of the frame? You can't just do 16 times 22. 16 times 22. Why? Because 16 times 22 is the whole thing, picture and frame. We want to get rid of just the picture area. So we have to find the area of the picture. But we got to find the area of the whole thing too. 16 times 22. 2 times 6 is 12. 2 times 1 plus 1 is 3. Put down your 0 for your place value. And since we're multiplying by 22, all we have to do is write this again, 32. And we add it up, 352. That's the area of the whole thing. Now we got to find the area of the picture. So 18 times 12. 2 times 8 is 16. Put your place value. 1 times 8. 1 times 1. Add it up. 6. 3 times 8. Not times. Plus, sorry. 11. So 216 is the picture frame. Now what do we got to do? Yeah, we got to subtract. So 352 minus 216. Okay, you minus that out and you'll have your answer. So we're already about 15 minutes into this, so let's just jump right over to problem number 11 and we will be finished. And you finish this off, the rest of them by yourself. And even if they're hard, you can do them. And then just check your answers, okay? So it says diagram shows the dimensions of the new parking lot at Helen's Health. Use either addition or subtraction to find the area of the parking lot. So it's saying addition. You could do 3 different rectangles and add them up. You could do 2 different rectangles and add them up. Or you could do 1 big rectangle and subtract the little 2 rectangles. I am going to add 2 rectangles together. I'm going to go horizontal. Okay? So I know this is 40 yards. So I know the base. So we're going to go base times height. This is A. We're going to call this A and this one B. So the area of A, base times height. So we got base is 40 times 20. 2 times 4 is 8. How many zeros? So already we know the area of A is 800 square feet. Okay. Now we got to do it for B. Well, we know B is base is 30. Base is 30 times what's the height? It is 10. What's 1 times 3? How many zeros? We know this is, if you notice, we didn't even use these 5 yards because those 5 yards are part of this. Well, that's cool. At 5 yards is this part we would have taken out, but we didn't do that way, so we didn't need to use those. So now we just add those 2 parts together. 800 plus 300 equals 1,100 feet, inches, meters, yards squared. Oh, yards squared. There we go. I was thinking about the S right here on the yards. Yards squared. Okay, that's it, you guys. Work on these other ones. Try and solve them, and then answer the. You can check the work answers and check your work. Okay. Thank you for working so hard, and we will see you next time. Bye.